Good morning, trading friends. Welcome to MyFundedFutures and MyFundedTV. I am Terry Trades, and we have our amazing expert trader, Tom Sabo. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Terry. It's so good to be back again. Good morning, everybody. Hello, chat. Special hello to Abhishek, Magnus, Trevor, and Nate, and Aaron, and everybody at MyFundedTV crew. Oh my gosh, Terry, so good to see you. What's happening in the morning?
Oh my gosh, so many headline risk. I can't take it. I can't take it.
You can't take it. Too much stress.
No, I can. I can with all of you here.
All right. Well, the morning was interesting. I mean, I had a great London session, and so far, it's kind of up and down. I mean, I haven't taken any trade earlier in the New York session, but we're going to talk about that. But yeah, let's get into it and let's see the schedule, right?
Yeah, let's go. So today is Wednesday. You're currently watching Terry and Tom on the morning push. At 10 to 10:30, you'll have Pine Tree Trader. 10:30 to 11:30, you have a feast. 11:30 to 12:30, you have Husk and Methodical Man. 12:30 to 1:30, you have Matt Cowart, and that is the schedule for today.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to call Husk and Methodical Man the twins. You know, they are the twins.
I was just thinking of that, calling them like the dynamic duo.
The dynamic duo. Oh, my gosh. I love that. That's cool. Yeah. They have an amazing energy, by the way. Just like everybody, all the hosts here, like super awesome team. So, yeah. Shall we look at the chart?
Yes, please.
Yeah, please. Let's look at it. Well, spoiler alert, not much happened earlier in the New York session. The London session was good, by the way. So, I mean, yeah. Let's just go down to the 1 minute because that's the only way I can show this. So there is a 15 minutes. So this area right here below 316, that's a 15-minute demand zone. So what I tried to do, and I'm going to zoom in on the 1 minute, I tried to go short earlier, but as you can see, it turned out to be a stop loss. But then I switched to the 3-minute chart. And then this just created a bullish order block. And then I was like, okay, if the market is switching bullish, then why not just try something with the bullish order block, which is basically a zone, by the way. So what I did is I went long in the London session, and we had a beautiful 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio trade all the way higher. And then, this was not a trade. I just put this here. So no other trades on my end today, but it was like really good. Taking out Asia high, and we thought that, could be going up to 547, which is previous day high. But so far, we are kind of hovering in this it's like 150 points of range, but we're kind of in the middle of everything here. Failed to go for 547 here. So I don't know. Will be interesting. The 15-minute demand zone, though, and the Asia low, by the way, it's still there. So the zone is at actually the exact level is 315.75 and 320.25 on the micro. So we have some juicy levels down there. Seems like currently the market is still trying to push it a little bit higher. Actually, I'm going to take off Asia high. It's irrelevant right now. And so, yeah, we're pushing higher. If we can stay above the 500 with some up close candles, we might as well just try to break that 547. But, speaking of levels, not much is happening here. So I would call this whole thing here a consolidation, like a range, and right in the middle. So it's just hard to predict or forecast anything from this. But anyway, quick look on gold. Gold spiked lower earlier this morning. I was a little bit surprised. I thought that it will push through previous day high, but it didn't. So we swept some liquidity, and now it's pushing back up there. Not surprisingly, though, because we were also talking about this, and we will talk about some news right after the chart. So it seems like there's kind of bit of a contradiction in between some headlines. So some headlines are saying there's going to be a deal with Iran. Then the Iranians are like answering like, no deal, guys. We're not confirming anything. So we're continuing with everything. So it seems like, it's like the market just cannot decide what the hell is going on. So actually, gold swept this low and it's pushing back. Like it seems like investors are buying the dips and safe haven assets. So let's just buy it. But anyway, back in the middle. One thing is here though on the 3-minute. There is a supply zone on the 3-minute chart here. Totally forgot about this. There's a supply zone on gold starting. So for those of you who might be holding a position or you want to scalp, the zone is at 4571.9. I think it might try to push it because there's nothing else down there. So I can imagine, just a bit of a spike up there to that 4571. But the thing is, there's nothing else. Actually, there's something. Guys, I always forget it. Okay, there's another one on the 3-minute. Another one. How did I forget this? There's another zone up there. Yeah, it just proves that I'm not really watching gold too much these days. I love to, but anyway, too much focused on NQ. So the other zone starts at 4590-ish area. Let me just put a line there. Okay, yeah, 4590.9. So we have 2 supply zones on gold. I'm not gonna jump in, I think, at least, I don't know, but this just makes me feel more bullish. Like, just let's push higher, let's sweep some liquidity. And of course, ES, as usual, kind of like replicating what NQ is doing, which is not much, back in the middle. So I have no levels here to go for. It's just ugly. I think ES is a little bit more ugly right now than it used to be. So yeah, no specific level on the 5 or the 3-minute chart. Yeah, not much. I don't really. I mean, there's a bit of a unbalanced price range at 66.59. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do anything with ES right now. But anyway, there is a divergence, or SMT, you guys might say, who are trading smart money concepts more. So NQ did sweep the lows, and ES couldn't or didn't. So it did not sweep the lows, which means we could be pushing higher a little bit. We have almost relative equal highs at 66.81. We'll see what happens. But yeah, keeping my focus on NQ for now. But gonna be reactive. And honestly, I'm just hoping that NQ will tank down. I want to see that Asia low and 315 being taken out. So if we're seeing some down close candles, maybe, I don't know, for example, below 420 or even lower, I would be jumping into a short. Yeah, but on the upside, I'm not going to go for daily high, even if it goes, previous day high. If it goes, awesome, but I don't think I'm going to chase it, but we'll see. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Yes, we do have to discuss some of these headlines that move the market. So on the left side of your chart, Tom, can you show that candle that happened after New York closed yesterday?
After New York closed,
yeah. It was a really big spike. That candle.
Okay, yeah, this was this was about the peace talks. So this is the 15-minute chart, and so yeah, it happened. Actually, it might have happened earlier on at 4 a.m. But yeah, this huge candle. What was this? This was like, almost 300 points to the upside. I think this was something, I cannot really quote the headline, but something that there's going to be a peace deal and ceasefire for 30 days, and then they're going to figure out, right? Something like that.
Exactly. That's the rumor that I heard. And then as Tom was sharing, we're seeing headlines of Iran coming back and saying, no, we will not accept a ceasefire, and dismisses all U.S. talks as illogical. And so those are some of those spikes that we're seeing down. The market is so sensitive right now to headline risk.
Exactly. Anyone can, President Trump can tweet something, or Iranian news say something, and the market just moves 300 points in a minute. And this just proves the point like this. And ever since then, just like you were saying, Terry, contradicting news and headlines all over the place. I keep reading Bloomberg and some other websites, and yeah, I don't know what to think. I don't know which headline is the most like fresh or which one to look for, because there's really no confirmation here.
No. And Tom, you and I have both traded many times in high volatile environments where headline risk are super high. And what helps you the most trading in that type of market environment?
Well, obviously two things. One is trading small size, relatively small size. And another thing is always use a stop loss. Like always got to use a stop loss. And obviously when there's a very strong move, like don't be mistaken. The thing is, the stop loss is not like a guarantee that you're going to get filled on that exact price. There could be slippage happening if the market goes absolutely crazy because something hits the news lines. The thing is, you got to do both things at the same time. So trade small, always use the stop loss. And this is the way I was always managing to quote unquote survive these moves, you know, like I'm super happy with 1 or 2 micros. Yesterday, I was so glad. I usually don't do this. I posted out. I think my greatest day this year. And I was green on all my accounts with just 1, 2, 3 micros recovered from the losses, and just made me realize that like, yeah, and I was actually I was copy trading 2 pairs of accounts. But the thing is, I didn't even want it to size up, you know, kept my trades at 2 or 3 micros, and I was feeling so comfortable. And guys, always make sure to use a stop, you know.
Yes, absolutely. I am with you, Tom. Those are exactly the 2 things that I do too. I size down and stops, like mandatory. No choice.
Exactly. Even if you're using like, if you like want to leave more room for your trade to play out. We did have Forex Ike as a guest here, and you can go with negative risk to reward ratio. When I'm scalping, I always leave more room for my trades, so my stop loss is usually wider than my TP, but it's fine. But always make sure. I know there are maybe quite a few traders who don't really like to use stops. I respectfully disagree. I mean, some sort of a hard stop, there should be some sort of hard stop to take you out and you know, save some of that maximum drawdown limit. You know, you got to protect your capital and your account, right? So yeah, use it.
Yeah. Exactly. So yesterday during the town hall, I thought it was super interesting to hear Charlie talk about what they're seeing with traders that aren't doing well. And what I heard was it's size. Like people are just YOLOing accounts, and it's the sizing. And I really needed to hear that. And I'm glad that he shared that with everyone, because I imagine lots of people needed to hear that really it's the size that gets us and most people into trouble. I was way too big.
I was actually clapping. I was so happy when this information was shared, because I was finally, because we need to like pour out the reality for you guys, especially for those of you who want to go with proper risk management. Like, yes, it's possible, of course, we all know that mathematically it's possible to get some big winners, but the goal is not to be like a quote unquote gambling trader just to throw it all in. The goal is to protect that account as long as possible, right?
Exactly. Like we can get lucky on one trade, but it's like you have to leave enough room for yourself to have losses as part of that equation. And I know I've been there. I totally get it, you guys. Like we want to get there so quickly. And it's something that for us who are impatient, we struggle with. But patience is really the way to do it. Like, so I was taking the 150K Pro account, the Big Daddy account, which I love, which by the way, it's 30% off using code YouTube. I was doing the math. I'm like, okay, if my goal is to pass this in a month, in 20 trading days, how much would I have to make each day? And that's $500 in basically a month of trading, right? And just to put things into perspective, like I've been trying to pass these accounts in 2 days because you can pass it in 2 days. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. And that's the piece that I know in my game has been missing, and I'm guessing for a lot of you guys who are listening, is also missing that part of just sizing down, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. What are some other takeaways that you heard from the town hall, Tom? Anything you're super excited about?
Well, I definitely subscribe to the waiting list for the new brokerage. So I'm super glad about the NFA approval. I just, in a nutshell, I just like the fact that MyFundedFutures is like putting a career pathway for everybody in trading, so you can just actually plan your trading career with MyFundedFutures. I'm very glad that there is a vision at MyFundedFutures. Some prop firms out there, many prop firms out there don't have like a vision. Where do we want to be after, like in next year, 5 years from now, 2 years from now? And what's happening in the background here is just amazing. So I'm very happy, and I joined the waiting list. I think I can also say I was testing Fintevo platform last year. I was very lucky to be able to test it, and I think it's just amazing. I can't wait to see this getting better, bigger, stronger, just like we are at MyFundedTV.
Yes, exactly. I was so excited to hear all those different things too, and to hear how the firm is continuing to build out the live program, continuing to look for more live traders. Like that's what I heard Charlie say with Blue Roll Capital. They are looking for the traders to allocate more money towards them. And that got me really excited, because that's why we're all here, right? Like we all want to get paid. Number one. Number two, like we want to develop our skills as traders. And I love that with MyFundedFutures, you guys, this is the real deal. Like I really hope this becomes your home, because it is definitely my home and it's Tom's home. Like we want to have this beautiful, amazing trading career. And with MyFundedFutures, it has like all these different levels for us to get there. So it's super exciting. Also, what I was so excited to hear about is the 25K rapid plan, and I can share my screen and go over the promos for us.
Let's see. I was super excited to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, if you guys see these codes, ignore these codes. Always use code YouTube.
Yes, please.
Yes. Every time you use code YouTube, it does help to support our amazing MyFundedFutures TV YouTube channel, and we continue to build it out. Exactly, NQ Trader. NQ Trader says W community. So MyFundedFutures just launched this 25K size account on the Rapid account. The Rapid accounts are our daily payout accounts. If you love to get daily payouts, this is your plan, the Rapid. So now we have the 25K, 50K, 100K, and 150K in the Rapid plans. The 30% off is off any of the pro accounts that's still on sale. So make sure you snap those up, excuse me, using code YouTube. As you can see, we do have still lots of sales going on. So the 50% off any new traders with MyFundedFutures as a welcome gift on any of the pro plans. I would say if you can snatch a 150K pro account at 50% off, that's what I would personally do, because those accounts rarely go on sale for 50% off, like the Big Daddy accounts. Oh, and then also, Matt Leach said that we're going to have a new type of account sometime soon. It sounds like very soon, next week maybe?
I can't wait for it, so I'm really looking forward to it. And by the way, just a quick add-on to yesterday's meeting, like I just like the fact that MyFundedFutures is like looking for the real traders. Like MyFundedFutures is putting this vision for us to really build up a trading career. And they really are measuring the numbers. They keep tracking the best traders, and they are going to bring those best traders up to Blue Row Capital. And I am very excited about this, because it just gives me more goals to achieve. So, and this is why it's so awesome. Like MyFundedFutures is really a flagship, or maybe the biggest flagship amongst other prop firms. So, it's just the greatest feeling.
It really is. Is Rocky here? Rocky Mountain Trades, are you still here? Shout out to Rocky. I saw he just received a payout from a Rapid account, I believe. So congratulations, Rocky.
Let's go. Congratulations.
Let's go. Any other celebrations, you guys? We want to know. Type in chat. We want to celebrate you. If you passed an account or if you received a payout, which speaking of that, we're still looking for community members to join our stream, either as a guest or as a full-time host. So make sure you apply if you're interested.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be a form. Make sure to fill it out. If you have a good story, even if you just reached your first payout, and just share it with us. You're going to be interviewed and brought up to the live stream, or if you feel like joining the team, you know. Yeah. Here's the opportunity. Here's the opportunity. We're looking for energy. We're looking for more hosts. We're looking to expand, get bigger, better, stronger, as usual. So
yes, stronger. How are we doing on the likes?
I just wanted to check that. So let me see. Nice. We are at 107 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. We do love the numbers. 337 viewers. Let's go, everybody. We can push it to 200. We still have a lot of time, so it's easy. All right. 200 likes until 10 a.m. It's easy. So everybody, if you guys are watching us on X or TikTok, please, just a few clicks away, hop over to YouTube, smash the like, make sure to subscribe. It's just so good to see that we are having like every day more and more subscribers. I think maybe it's just me, but I'm kind of seeing like a nice, stronger and stronger linear growth in the subscriber count, which is amazing. I think we can get to 70K in like a couple of weeks or sooner. So let's get it, guys.
We can do it. And Tom's going to do a special dance for us. We're so excited about it. And Tom will also call Luke on the phone live to hopefully get some freebies for us.
Well, someone got to take the heat. So Luke was awesome. 25 giveaway accounts last time. We got to make sure he doubles down on that. So who knows?
I can share my screen. We have lots of giveaways, you guys. So as a reminder, so today is Wednesday. Let's look at the schedule here. Wednesday. So the special 5 accounts per day where there's a form dropped will be on Instagram. So make sure you check out MyFundedFutures on Instagram to snatch up, to put your name on that form for a chance to win a free account. Also, we have that Easter egg hunt going on. That's on every single social. Just watch, look for a special hint, a special clue, and then you can receive a discount, a big discount on an account. And then also every single hour, there's always forms being dropped in chat for your chance to win. I love seeing people who pass a freebie account and get funded and then also are able to get a payout too, which is really cool to see. So there's a reason.
I just like yesterday and like on Monday, I mean, I just keep saying like it's just so hard to keep track on all these giveaways, like giveaways everywhere, like treasure hunt, giveaways every hour, all the social space. I mean, guys, so many freebies for the community. I love that.
Yes, and that is because you guys show up every single day. You press that like button and you subscribe and you let other people know. As we keep growing our community, MyFundedFutures is able to give us more accounts to give away. So this is a direct result of all of you guys. So thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. We do love the support and of course cannot appreciate you guys enough how much you guys are doing for the stream. So not just with the likes, but being here, you know, yeah, smashing the like button should be like a standard daily routine by now, right? So if any one of you guys are new, you know, you got to make it, you know, yeah, I don't worry, I will remind everybody to do it, but thank you so much.
Yeah, exactly. Like you come into a home and you say hi to someone, like it's just standard.
Yeah, something like that.
Come in and you smash that like. Yeah, thank you. So what do you think, Tom? We have about 5 minutes until the market is going to open.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit, well, not a little bit, it's a huge question mark right now. So we swept liquidity on the 5-minute fair value gap here. And speaking of the 5-minute chart, so I'm on the 5-minute, there is a supply zone right here. So we just tagged a 5-minute level here. Now, there is something I might going to try because right now the price is kind of rejecting from this supply zone, and I feel like maybe it could be a great time to try a short because I so much want to see this go down into that zone down there to that 15 minutes. So I'm just tempted a little bit to take a short. What do you think? I don't know, but even if I take it, I might gonna have to leave some bigger room for it. So like, I don't know. I want to see this drop, guys. I want to see a drop. That's what I want to see. Yeah. So let's hope it will drop. Oh, I see Terry's now not here. Don't worry, guys. She's safe. She's okay. She's back.
Oh,
all right.
sorry. Oops.
No problem. No problem. I was like, I'm watching the chart and Terry, she's so quiet now. Okay, she's here.
What happened? Did Terry get kidnapped?
No way. But
I was listening though, Tom. I was listening.
All right. I was just saying, like, I'm a little bit tempted to take a short here and see what's gonna happen. I want to see a drop. If it's not gonna drop, that's fine too. But you know, I just want to see a drop. That's it.
Yeah. So NQ is already up 0.95%. You're looking for kind of a pullback from this opening price.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that Asia low and the zone is down there almost at the same spot kind of makes me wonder, like, why we failed to go for it in the London session and why we got rejected on the midnight level. So yeah, I want to see it go lower for sure.
Yes, I'm going to be looking for a short with you.
Yeah. So who knows how much? Oh yeah, we have 2 more minutes. So what I'm looking for here is let's see. Okay, if we would like, okay, there's no structure here. The closest structure would be like down there at 420 on the 5-minute. Now, because the zone is being created on the 5-minute chart and looking for rejection from that level, so I'm looking for more drop, I need a structure to be broken in this kind of entry, which is right around at 420.25. So I might gonna enter to a short here. Who knows? A little excited to see a drop. I don't know. If there's not going to be a fake count to that. We don't have any news, right? No more news today, I think. Yeah, nothing special. Yeah, so far nothing.
Yeah, exactly. No news except for uncrewed
All right.
inventories at 10:30.
All right. I like that. Okay. I actually am thinking to, well, less than 1 minute. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I jumped into a short. And we'll see. Let me put it out on the screen. So I took a small short position. It's just 1 micro, guys. So I'm absolutely okay with this. And
me too. I'm gonna hop in short. 1 micro.
You're hopping in short. All right. So my entry is 439.75. I went a little bit ahead of that 420, trying to anticipate that it should be swept. And 15 minutes to go. My stop loss is going to be 488. So let me put it to 480. Is that correct? Yeah, 488. I'm going to put my stop way up there. 488. Okay, so that's my stop. The market is open.
It's not cooperating, Tom.
That's not good.
It's that push.
Very small trade, so biggest loss could be maybe 120 bucks on this. I was expecting a bit of a spike here, so no surprise, but I'm just kind of hoping that it will quickly reverse and starts to drop, you know?
Yeah.
And
so this is like the market on open orders.
Yeah.
Getting pushed through. So far it looks like the bulls, they do want to buy. We're still consolidating in that huge band.
Yeah, we are. And well, unfortunately, it does seem like it's not dropping now. But again, I'm perfectly okay. It's such a small trade. I wanted to go ahead and risk a little bit on this. But even if it swipes that swing high, that's completely all right, because I will be still looking for some sort of a structure shift. Well, next time maybe at 423 or something like that. So no problem with it.
Yep.
Yeah. So far it seems like it.
At least a partial gap fill is kind of, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. At least a partial gap fill. Market is still at about 1.02% in the green. Bulls are in charge so far. They are pushing higher.
All right.
We are trading above VWAP. Let's see how this candle closes.
I don't like the VWAP. Not the VWAP that we have here on chat, but the VWAP here in the chart.
Okay, I do see the market on open imbalance was 452 million on the buy side for S&P 500. NASDAQ was only negative 2 million. The Dow was positive 80 million. So interesting.
Okay, that is interesting. I mean, yeah, it's a coin toss. If we keep pushing higher and if we close above the middle of that 5-minute zone, maybe, I mean, I don't think I'm going to do it, but maybe it could be a good idea to scalp for previous day high. But I'm not sure. Yeah, it seems like it tries to push a little bit more. Oh, darn it. Well, actually, guys, don't worry.
It looks like your stop is above that pivot, Tom.
Yes, 488. So I think I'm like risking about 80 or 90 bucks. I don't even know.
Yep.
So trying to go for a 1 to 2 drop here, which is, I know it's quite a lot to aim for, especially at the open right now. But you know, we'll see.
Yeah. Power of micros. It's
power
like
of micros.
Sweat.
No, absolutely no sweat, guys. Zero sweat. Even if you're copy trading, by the way, with one or two micros, easy to manage risk. Like way easier to handle, like even like a $200 or $300 loss. Obviously, depends on how many accounts you're copying, but it's okay, guys. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes. This is part of your magic of how you size. I've been watching you, Tom. I've been taking notes.
All right.
Part of your magic is you will, when you first start trading, you're sizing small, and it leaves you room to take on more trades, and then you can add more size as you go. But
well,
yeah, this is part of your secret.
Yeah, something like that. Back in 21, my mentor was saying, like, when we were doing the market open, like he was saying, all right, Tom, I'm putting in a probe trade, and I like that. Okay, let's put in a probe trade and just get the feeling of the market, like what's happening. And probe trade could be a small loss or like a small win, but at least you start somewhere. And then it actually makes easier, quote unquote, easier to put on the second trade, because at least you get some sort of a feeling of the market, good or bad, but at least you know what to expect. And it's strange, but it's only what I think. Like, I feel like if you have like a very small trade opened up, then your brain is actually focusing a little bit more on the charts, or potentially like reading the narrative, like what is happening. But in this case, I wouldn't mind if this would just drop down.
Come on, NQ, drop it like it's hot. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I do see when I look to my left, we really truly are just consolidating within that big spike candle that we had after market close. I do see, though, that we've traded above and also below the VWAP. I almost said VWAP.
VWAP, the VWAP.
And so it'll be interesting to see what side of the VWAP that NQ trades. If it'll be like a balance day where we trade on both sides, versus like a trend day, we'll only trade on one side.
Exactly. So, well, whatever happens here, I'm actually, like, if we're staying in this range, like if we're not closing above 500, which again is kind of like the middle of the zone, if we're gonna stay below that, well, it's best to wait a little bit. If we close higher than 500, then who knows? Maybe we can try to scalp, but
Scalp towards the
previous day high. Yeah, 547 would be that on the micro, 547.75. So yeah, we might have that push here. It's very close to take out this previous pivot. So yeah, that is what it is.
So the 5-minute order people did get tagged in, but you know, they might lose. It's possible.
Anything is possible with these markets, guys.
It is possible. I do see that fair value gap to the left in that big red candle, the 815 candle.
Yeah, that would be part of the zone. And I think it just wants to go up there, take that 500 level. And there you go.
Yeah, I'm stepped out.
Yeah, I got taken out. No problem. It seems like we're pushing up to 500. Let's see if the one, let me just switch to the 1 minute chart here just to see. Okay, what a drop here. What a drop here. Quite amazing. By the way. Okay, all right, guys. No panic. It's all good. It's within the cards. So, how far can it go?
It's pushing. The bulls are pushing. They're super excited. I see this excited candle. It's going towards the overnight highs. Overnight high is at 540.
I actually missed the potential scalp here, but yeah, it's pushing. I should have just stayed on the 1 minute maybe. There was actually a potential bullish scalp opportunity, but I kind of missed it, which is fine. But are we going to take previous day high or not? That's the question.
Yeah, and if we take it, are we going to take it now, like soon?
Yeah, hopefully soon, but...
Yeah. So far, the bulls they have a ton of energy. They
do.
Yep. So the 5-minute order people, congratulations. If you were in long, you are booking some profits right now, or you're in profits.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So the high of that big red candle, the 815 candle, that was basically some type of news candle, is 527. So if we can break above that, then there's energy for sure, I feel like, to take out that overnight high.
Yeah, we are so close. And the fact that even in the early New York session, we tried to push it up to 540, we just missed it with a couple of points. But I got to be careful. A part of me really wants to jump in for a scalp, like, oh, let's go for 547. But I don't know. I'm just afraid that if it pulls back down below the 500s and it stays like there, we could just see a drop. I'm still going to be waiting. Let me just switch back to the 5 minutes. So yeah, we're still in that zone. I don't know, guys.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Iraq orders further oil output cuts, asking BP and ENI to slash production at major southern fields. 3 Iraqi oil fields.
That should be theoretically a negative news.
Okay.
Okay, so the oil fields,
because that'll send oil prices higher, which is
80% drop on oil fields output. So exactly what we were talking about yesterday. So this is what's going to happen, guys. So it's going to take time until everything goes back to normal. Not to mention if the output is getting lower and slower. Just a quick look on what's happening. Crude, interesting.